And welcome back. I'm Samson Evolved, and we are here in FortressCraft Evolved. And we've been doing a little bit of work in between episodes, a lot of little admin stuff, a lot of stuff that we need to just kind of do to make our life easier. So uh, we're smelting at a pretty fast rate these days. So I think in the near future we're going to need to start automating our crafting over here. Maybe move some of this stuff over. But one of the major things I did, I set up a little. I ended up making the 3-in-1 zipper merge to make this research pod crafter just a little bit more fun. And to help with that, I set up a little diversion from our enriched coal line under here to feed a couple of generators and some batteries, so that I could eventually just matter move the pods when they're done to the laboratory. So now whenever one's done, it just gets beamed right in there. We don't even have to worry about it. No belts, no nothing. And on that same kind of vein here, I set up a dual matter mover system to just get the enriched coal right in there. Now, I get it. It's overkill. But I like the way it works. I like the way it looks. It's just kind of a fun thing. So I'm going to go with it. Plus, this runs out so infrequently that it's really not draining that much power. I just kind of have like a little turntable here. It comes up from the ground. It splits off from the main line that's feeding this turret right here. Comes up, splits off. This turntable either feeds this hopper or feeds the upper hopper. And these hoppers both serve to fuel this generator, which powers this battery, which powers the matter mover. So it's kind of like a positive feedback loop, or whatever you want to call it. Other news, I guess. We have been excavating. We have been getting rid of this mountain, and let me tell you, it has taken so long. But our little Mark 1 workfloor excavators are trying hard, They're making sure that we get done what we need to get done. And, it's honestly pretty easy to kind of get moving. So, for example, the next one, I'm just going to plop down right here. Feed it, get up high enough to place the excavator, and then just let it go, We kind of just do that every so often in between other things, and it'll just excavate. We don't even have to worry about it. But the whole point of this has been to kind of clear out the area where we're going to start making the cosmetic portion of our base. And you can see some lines on the ground here. And this is kind of where I've started planning out the outline, at least the initial outline for the corners of the base, right? So I use these wood floors, I guess, and they are 50 blocks from the center of the CPH. So I've got one, I think this corner is done, and this corner is done over here. But as you can see over there, we'll get over there and I'll kind of show what's been going on. I've also made a little, I guess a little cosmetics hotbar down here that I could use for all of the building that we're going to do. So, pretty easy. Eventually we're going to fill this all in with these reinforced concrete walls, I think, because I'm kind of going for, like I said, like a castle theme. And I think that's the most castle-y looking wall I could make. So, I mean, we did something like this. We'll kind of make like a castle wall, but up higher. I think it'll look kind of nice. I'm still debating. I think I'm going to end up actually making a diagonal around here. So, I'm not sure how far back. That's something I still need to figure out. Making a diagonal here that has two kind of circle towers on I guess where the corner or the angle is. So circle tower, and those will start housing all the turrets and stuff that we'll be using for our defense. So kind of like defensive towers in our castle. So we're still working on this direction over here. I kind of laid it out a little bit so that I can kind of see like where I need to go. I still need to excavate all of this stuff that you see. So I mean, that's probably going to be in between episodes work as well, and I'll update as we get closer. But it's going to end up, I'm not sure. I'm not sure exactly where it's going to meet up. I might have to move Spider Bro's little base because, well, maybe. I mean, let's see. Luckily, it just goes right through. Okay, well maybe we could just kind of dig this real quick. At least meet it, right? Let's see, are we at the 0? No, we're gonna need to go down one more. Let's at least dig out. I want to be kind of careful because I don't want to dismantle if I can help it, because this stuff costs 4 construction paste to create, but if you demolish it, you only get 1 back. So, and I might actually have to. Actually, you know, is it down low enough? Okay, so I might actually be able to go right under the Spider Bros base. Let me see if I can. Oh, we're getting attacked. Okay, let me see. See if I can actually. There we go. So if we get rid of this, boom. So that's just, you know, something. I'll have to clear out all this. I think if I actually set up the workflow excavator on the ground level, it won't touch anything we craft. So I think it would even leave that alone. Although we're clearing to that level. So, but that's something else. You know, I'll hook them up. They're probably, I guess they're going to meet somewhere off over here. So once that's done, I'll bring you guys back. You see, I'm kind of spacing out stuff, and we'll kind of go over that after we get farther along. But things have been going well here. Like I said, we are really cranking out bars. We're excavating. We're doing all kinds of stuff. But now I'm starting to notice that, you know, we've done a little bit of research. I've done a lot of the basic research. Just, you know, throwing stuff in here, whatever I need, and letting it beam over. But I'm starting to notice now that, you know, we're gonna need. Yeah, it's kind of loud. We're gonna need, you know, liquid resin, XL experimental pods, which is, I believe, nickel. We're gonna need, what else? Advanced, which is gold, I want to say. Refined liquid resin. So we're kind of running out of research that we can just do on our own, which means I think we're gonna need. We have 2 options. Number 1 is we can go start looking for the tier 2 ores, right? So the tier 2 ores, nickel, titanium, and gold, are down farther than our tier 1 ores. Oh, since I'm here, so, side note, I've expanded on my coal processing. So our enriched coal plant here, I set it up so that it can output better. Although I'm wondering, why is it not feeding? What's the issue? Does it need to come straight out? Oh, okay, I see. So it only wants to come straight out. Okay, well, alright, well, excuse me. Are you having an issue over here? Why are you not going? Or are you going? What is the issue? Cannot locate coal. Does it need to be in... No. Right? Or does it need to be in a hopper? Well, let's see. If I throw a hopper down, remove only, will it start taking it? Okay, so I guess it just needs to be in hoppers. I guess that's easy enough. We can just throw those down. See? Glad I, This is like pain in the ass. Okay, so we'll do crap. Okay, well, I'm using this turntable to feed back into this generator. So if I am to put a bunch of hoppers down, I'm going to put some hoppers down and set them all to... Actually, you know, I wonder... Let me see. If I change these all to add and remove, and I throw this down, I wonder if it'll start to feed it into all of them. Like, I wonder if they'll start to share. Because I think this only outputs in one direction. Like, I don't think it can take all directions. Yeah, I think it only outputs this way. So this might actually be just fine. Yeah, okay, cool. So we got that going. Yeah, so like I was saying, Oh man, we're over here getting it. Oh, that reminds me too. Before, so I don't know, I remember if I showed you this last time, but we added another turret with an extra battery to be extra safe. Installed a threat scanner just to kind of see what's going on. Threw down Arthur's little turret just because, you know, it's fun. But, I think the next thing to do, though, is to... Well, okay, so like I said, I'm debating a couple things. Number one, when you get down that low to where the next tier ores are, belt defense is going to be a thing, like a real thing. So, our options is we build a network of conveyors and turrets to protect the ore as it comes up and smelts, which, you know, would be kind of, it would be tedious, but it would still probably be quick. The other issue, or I guess the only issue with the belts, other than it being tedious, is that our throughput isn't that fast. Another option we have is, I mean, we could hypothetically matter move it, but is I got the recipe for, where are you? Oh wait, let me just look at the logistics here. For the cargo lift. So we have a ton of iron. You can see we have 5.6k iron. We could set up cargo lifts not only for the new ores, which would greatly minimize the amount of infrastructure we need to get down to the veins, but we could throw cargo lifts on the ores that we already have, although maybe not this copper because it's so close. But remember a few episodes ago when we ran this iron and lithium? In fact, I could just jump down here real quick and show you guys. We have a huge deposit of stuff right over here. So we have a ton of lithium right there. We have some more iron right over here, and I think we had some coal and all kinds of other stuff. So in fact, you know, let me make sure everything's white. There we go. So I'm not sure 100% what all's out here. I didn't actually explore this all the way, but there might even be, yeah, so we got copper down here. This is either tin or lithium. Tin. Ooh, organic rock, okay. Grab that while we're here. But we could set up cargo lifts for all this stuff, and, you know, we could even drop the cargo lifts like directly on the veins, right? So I could, you know, I could clear out a little because it's a 3x3 area, right? I could set up a little 3x3 area for the cargo lift to come down, throw down 6 hoppers, and use that to pick up all the ore, all the different ores. So that's something I'll consider. I mean, it'd be a little bit to set up in the beginning, but like, I mean, look at this tin vein. I think this is huge if I remember correctly. Yeah, 73 million. So like, that would be more tin than we'd ever use, especially, and we're only going to start smelting it more efficiently. So maybe let's get the, you know what, I think I'm kind of convincing myself right now. Let's go get the cargo lift stuff ready to go, and then we'll kind of go from there. So I'll meet you guys back up top. Alright, so we're back, and I'm here looking at the requirements for all the stuff. So I'll need 9 of these. I don't think that'll be a problem. Crafting. Easy. Rack railer, we need 4 macerators. Those are here, right? Yeah. Okay, what does that need? I can make just 4. Alright. So we'll get that. Where was this? Rack railer. Crafting. I know this is, I think this might need power, I don't know, but we might want to make more than one of these to kind of expedite the process. Cargo lift needs servo motors. Servo motors is something else that I need to get automated. How many did it need? I forgot. 4? What do you need? 4 servo motors? Okay. Crafting. Yeah, definitely getting that automated would be something that would help out a lot. It would just, crafting. You know, I want to be able to basically grab anything in the game, anything I need. You know, I need tin plates or lightweight machine housings, like no problem. You know, so I don't have to do this, and I could just go grab from a full hopper at all times. Oh, I need more belts. Like I want a full hopper. Oh, copper wire? Like, sure. 100, easy. Iron gear, you know, we're going to need, actually, a ton of iron gears. You know, I'm going to need more hoppers, too. Let me just craft. Crafting. It's nice to just have a bunch of surplus. Okay, so let's see about... Oh, I need to clean up this hotbar. Let's see about, you know, I don't want those there. I want them on their own hotbar. There we go. Rack railer. Okay, let's sort here. Rack railer, cargo lift will be here. And the controller will be here. Okay. So let's see what the rack railer wants. I know it takes the tin gears, or the iron gears. Okay, so you do need power. Okay. I don't, you know, other than what is in there, maybe I'll just duplicate this setup. So my options are either duplicate this setup and then add on the rack railer, or add on to this one. But if I add on to this one, then I got to draw power from somewhere, and I want to use this coal and the pyrothermic generators for that. But let me grab these bug parks. So I'm thinking, oh man, look at this. Look how close this resin's getting to us. So that there's these little, I don't know if we'll be able to get up here and see, but there's these little bugs. In fact, there's one right there. I don't know if we could shoot those down. So these are these bugs right here that will just impact into the mountain and just blow up, you know, and create all this resin around. And it doesn't look like we can attack them, but you know what? We'll maybe we'll stand off to the side and see if this doesn't kill us. This is not the resin that we need to make the liquid resin. That's actually the hard resin that we looked at the last episode. So let's watch this guy. Oh. So there you go. So it destroys some of the area and it puts more resin down. So that's that. That's what that's doing. Let's get this guy set up since we're right here. And that's kind of what I've been doing. As I'm in the area or finish something up that I'm doing, I drop the work floor excavator. Spider Bro is climbing like a crazy man. All right, let's drop this down here. Now I know this part of the mountain is actually like outside of the footprint of my castle, but I still want it to. I want all my stuff to have like a nice line of sight to the enemies because they're gonna come from that direction anyway. So yeah. Okay, so let's make this rack railer. I think I'm going to tap into this coal line right here since we are clearly we have an abundance of coal here. So that's not a problem. And now that we're actually producing it at quite a faster pace, it should be no issue. So let's see here. Rack railer, where are you? Here you are. Do I have batteries? I didn't check that. I have one battery. Okay. So we'll do something like this. I'm going to clear this out. I'm going to place a generator right here. I'm going to place a hopper. Oh, do I have any logistics hoppers? I don't think I do. Logistics hoppers are kind of nice for this stuff because you only need that, like, the coal, it prevents you from really stacking up coal when you don't need to. So let me grab a couple of these just to have on hand. No, let me throw this in the hot bar. Where are you? Here you are. So, I mean, they're not great for maybe ore storage, but they're fine for something like this, where you just need them to store just enough of a certain resource. And now that'll just feed into there. We'll throw a battery down. Wait, did I mess that up? I think I messed that up. I think it's gonna do what I don't want because I think I wanted this down one. That's alright. We're good. So I want this. Let's see, battery right there. Generator here. In fact, I don't even think I need that. I can use one of these. That there. And then logistics hopper here. So then I can just take Here, let me go back to this one and throw belts on here. Hop in between all these hot bars. Okay, so then we'll go down, we'll come out, and we'll just build there, and then that should do that. Okay, so then what I can do, I have a couple options. So I can just plop that right there, and this generator will be making more than enough power for this process. So I can fill these in, boom, just like that. So now we can see what's happening, but none of the monsters can get there. Okay, so let's go back here. We want a rack railer, and it wants, okay, it needs a hopper. So we'll drop that down. Okay, looks like it, 100 power per second. Oof. That's actually more than I thought. But you know what? We got it. Just put that right there. And that should produce way more than we need. So now we're going to want to feed iron gears into here. So let's do something. Wait, do I have any stampers? I'm going to need stamper plants. No stampers. Do I have them on my hopper? I wonder if those autocraft. Okay, don't have any stamper plants. All right, let's go run and grab some of those real quick. All right, so we want stamper plant. Where are you? Where are you? Here you are. Okay, so stamper plant will go. Can I help you? Like, you're in the way. All right, so something like this, where we just kind of come in, go in like that, and then in like that. Oh, wait, what am I doing? What am I doing? I need a gear maker. See, I'm glad I think about this stuff before I do it. And I'm wondering if one is enough. Maybe I should take 2. Or 3. What if I have all of these going... Wait, I wonder if this needs a hopper. Is this in here? Iron gear maker.
Crafting.
Let's just do 1. Let's just mirror the setup we have, because I'm not 100% sure. You know, if it needs power or whatever, then that's something we got to figure out. Oh, no, it doesn't need power, but it needs a hopper and all that. So, do you need a hopper? No. Or at least it doesn't seem to. So we could do something like that. And then we can do... Now I want a full-size hopper for this one. So we'll do this. Just like we have it. And then we'll need a hopper to output to, I'm assuming. Okay. So this will be add only. This will be remove only. And then I'm going to want... I'm going to set this up so that I can kind of just like... Not set it and forget it, but like... Yeah, that. So we'll just do this. We'll just drop this like so. We'll do this. Now, once I get better hoppers, this will, or even once I start using mass storage, this will be, you know, a completely different thing. But until then, I'm gonna throw a bunch of gears in here and let it just do its thing. And then what I can also do is just drop the iron. Oh, maybe not 10. Maybe use the whole thing. Alright, now by the time I come back, I should have plenty of rack rails. How is this holding up? Alright, I mean, good enough, I guess. You know, once we get the infused coal, this would be, I mean, this will start putting out 128 power per second on its own. So that's huge. Okay, so rack railer is going. I wonder if I have enough time. You know, I think I'm going to... Oh, you know what? I think I'm going to go prospect for a tier 2 ore. But before we do that, we're going to need a way to get up, dig a shaft. And side note, one of the other reasons we need all this new material, we can't even make a new workfloor excavator, and I definitely want to. So, all right, auto excavator servo motors. Let's say 3.
Crafting.
Let me throw some wire in here. Yeah, once we can start getting this ore... See, one of the reasons I'm also holding off on routing this ore, or routing these smelted bars into these machines, is because I want to use a smelter setup that uses the real smelters. And it's... I don't have it yet. I'm assuming it's locked behind some of this research in here. Is it maybe this one? What do you give me? Quarry. Yeah, so I want to get into the quarry also, and plasma head charge. So something like this, which we can essentially then use to just feed a construction paste factory. But once we start getting the tier 2 materials, we can also actually start using the Tricky's hoppers, aka 2,000 slot hoppers and 1,000 slot hoppers. Stuff that would kind of make mass storage obsolete. And hoppers that are really nice to, have when we're trying to access all of our all of the materials that we're going to grab. So like imagine a 2,000 slot hopper, or even not even 2,000. They have 500. 500 slot hopper. 500. Being able to grab 500 lightweight machine housings at one time would be ridiculous. Okay, what was I doing? Auto excavator. What did you need? Auto excavator. Servo motors. Okay.
Crafting.
So I'm gonna. I've done a little bit of prospecting. I haven't been too successful. So I'm going to do a little bit of that, and then I'll bring you guys back when I find something. Alright. Quick update. We're in the cold caverns right now. Looks like there is some... I think I've already scanned the crystal deposit, so this is something we're definitely going to need to come back for. But I kind of need to start getting like cutter heads going and all that stuff before I can really start using this. Although, hunting these camo bots, they sometimes drop the tier 2 ores, which we could then at least use for scanning and get some research points. So, gonna be looking into that, and I think that's a crystal right over there that I'm gonna go... What is unknown? All kinds of little random stuff. So I'm gonna go grab that crystal that's yelling at me, and then I'll bring you guys back if I find something. Another quick update. It's actually these slimes right here. So the slimes down in the cold caverns, if you watch after I go pick up what they dropped after I kill them, they actually are the ones that drop the tier 2 ores. So as you can see at the bottom right or the bottom left, I'm picking up unknown materials. So the camel bots actually just drop organic rock, and if you get too close, they will punch you and take you out. So, all right, I'll bring you guys back once I find something else. All right, guys. So we're back here. We're at 400 meters down now. I've found this massive kind of cave that I've just been kind of exploring, and tons of. I ran into so much lithium down here. Lithium there, lithium there. I'm pretty sure this is nickel. And if I look at my inventory, I have these 2 unknown materials. I think they're nickel and titanium. So that when I ping unknown, for some reason it doesn't light that up. It says I've already scanned it. So I think I'm going to have to get my way back to the surface and research all this so that I can kind of prospect a little better. So I'll see you guys up there. I'm so far down. I gotta just let my energy run out and die, and then, but I'll see you guys when we get back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back at the surface, and we came across quite a bit of unknown stuff, which will be a nice boon to our research points. So let's see what we got. Okay. Blah blah blah. We found a couple of ruby crystals along the way. As I suspected, we got some titanium. This should be just random plants. What do we got here? Gold. And I'm hoping this should be nickel. I don't see why it wouldn't be, but once our power gets back, we'll find out for sure. So, whenever the power is ready to come back, it's trying real hard, and finally it's decided to grace us with enough. Sapphire. Okay, so we actually didn't find nickel. That is not the end of the world. It's just something we'll have to do. So yeah, I found sapphires and rubies while I was down there, which will turn into some nice lenses later. So there's the titanium. Did I not? I must have just scanned gold. Interesting. But unfortunately, I think that's all the time we have for this episode. Next time, we'll definitely have to be looking for the tier 2 ores and start bringing those up to the surface. So, if you like what you saw, consider subscribing. Hit the thumbs up button. It really helps me out. If you have any questions or comments, throw them down there in the comments section. I'm pretty active. I try to answer all the questions and comments that I get. So, I'd really appreciate it if you guys, if you had a good time, just let me know. And with that, I'll see you guys on the next one.